Okay, I'm here in surface area number 4 assignment. Number 1 says, what shape is the base? So here we have this shape and we have its net right here. So if we took this shape and unfolded it to be a flat shape, it would look like this. So this is its net. Okay, here's the base. All right, and what shape is this? It looks like it's a 6 by 6. It's a 6 by 6, and so that would be a square, right? Every side is the same length, and so the base is a square. What shape are the faces? All right, so these faces right here, what shape is this? It's a triangle, right? So all these faces are triangles. How many of these faces are there? Well, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, okay? So find the surface area is the next question. So first, let's find the area of the square. It's a 6 by 6, and so 6 times 6 is 36, right? Now, area of a triangle, we know area of a triangle would be 1/2 times the base times the height. All right, so base is from here to here is 6, right? And the height, as we were shown here, is 4. 1/2 of 6 is 3, and 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, so one triangle is 12, and that means this one's 12, this one's 12, and this one's 12. So we have 4 12s, so we could just do 12 times 4, and that is 48. Okay, so final step here is to take the area of the square and add it to the area of all the triangles. So 48 plus 36, that would give us what? That would give us 84, and this is inches squared. That is the surface area of this square pyramid. Okay, number 2 here, we want the volume. Okay, so not surface area, but volume. And so as you can see here, we sort of have two prisms. We have the larger prism and the smaller prism. So let's first find the volume of the larger prism. So remember, volume equals length times width times height. So let's find the length of the larger prism. So the length would be like from here to here. Now we don't have that measurement, but we do know that all the way across, like from here to here, is 3.2. And that we know from here to here is 1.3, which means that from here to here is 1.3, which means that from here to here is 1.3. So if we know that all the way across from here to here is 3.2 and from here to here is 1.3, well, 1.3 plus how much more would get you 3.2. And so to figure that out, we would do 3.2 minus 1.3, right? We would subtract. So we need to borrow. 12 minus 3 is 9. 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is 1.9, which makes sense because 1.3 plus 1.9 would equal 3.2. And so now we know the length. Okay, we can label this L. The length is 1.9. All right, now the width. How wide is it? Well, we know that from here to here is 2.8. And so this side over here that we can't really see, but it's also 2.8, right? That's how wide this prism is. And so I can put in 2.8 for the width. Now, what about the height? Well, the height is fairly easy, right? This right here is h, tells us how far it is from here to here. So 2.7. Okay, so I'll leave it to you. Multiply 1.9 times 2.8 times 2.7. Okay, show your work right here so I can see how you multiplied the decimals. And this would be volume of large prism. So I put volume of large prism. Okay, now we need to do the same thing for the volume of the small prism. So I'll go small prism. Small prism, again, volume is length times width times height. Okay, what is the length? Well, we know that from here to here is 1.3, so we can put that in for the length, 1.3. The width is the same as the large prism. From here to here is 2.8. So I can put 2.8 in for the width. And what about the height? The height, we got to do some work here on this one because we know that from here to here is 2.7. And from here to here is 2.2. And so how far would it be from here to here? Well, that would be 0.5, right? Because isn't 2.2 plus 0.5 2.7? And so this right here is 0.5. That is how tall this prism is. So our height is 0.5. All right, so multiply these three decimals together, 1.3 times 2.8 times 0.5, and that would get you the area of the small prism. Once you have the area of the small prism, add it to the area of the large, or not the area, the volume of the large prism. Did I say area here? I meant volume. Find the volume of the small prism, add it to the volume of the large prism, and that would give you the volume of the entire prism. Last one here, number 3. Find the surface area. So not volume, surface area. Volume is the amount of space inside. Surface area is the area on the surface, the area of all of the faces. Okay, so first let's find, I could say F and B, front and back. Okay, so the front from here to here is 7 and it's 5 feet tall. So it's a 7 by 5 rectangle. So what is 7 times 5? 7 times 5 is 35. And so 35 square feet is on the front and on the back. So I have two 35s, which would mean I have 70 square feet. Okay, now what about the side? So from here to here is 1 foot, and from here to here is 5. So this is a 1 by 5 rectangle on the side. So let me do left and right. The left and right face. Okay, so this is 5 by 1 rectangle, and that's 5, right? So this face over here is 5 square feet, and so is this face. So 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, so I have the front and the back, the left and the right. The final one is top and bottom. All right, so from here to here is 1 foot, and from here to here is 7 feet, right? If from here to here is 7, then from here to here is 7. All right, so this rectangle is a 7 by 1. So I'm going to use T for top and B for bottom. That's a 7 by 1 rectangle, and 7 times 1 is 7. And I'm going to have 2 of those, right? One on the top and one on the bottom. So this rectangle is 7, and this rectangle on bottom is also 7 square feet. So my final step here is to add all of these faces up. I have 70 plus 10, that's 80, and 80 plus 14 would be 94, right? So 7, 10, and 14, adding them all up, and I get 94. This is surface area. I know area is in square units, so this is feet squared. One last note about number 2 when finding the volume, right? Volume, we found volume of large prism. We added that to volume of small prism. Remember, volume is not in square units, it is in cubic units. So your answer will be meters cubed.